That's not going to happen. That's why we turned off the waterworks. Everything you're seeing right now on the news is to manipulate you into being afraid and to being sympathetic and saying, no, let's reopen the government. Do you know what happens when they reopen the government? They're sending hundreds of billions to other countries so that they can pay people to come here to dilute your vote. If they bring in more to third world from Africa and the Middle East, then your vote doesn't count. Each and every one that comes over here, it neutralizes your vote. So the same thing happened in France, Amsterdam, Germany. You see what's going on in London. I've lived in all these places. I've been there. I was there in 2014 when I was watching it happen. I remember seeing it happen in Sweden. And I was like, when did I get to Atlanta? I thought I was in Europe. I was not. We can't let this go. We have to stay the course. Trump's not perfect, but he's doing the right thing. We're not reopening a goddamn thing. We are going to keep sending these people back where they're from.
Challenge the federal government's credibility. Specifically, agents' use of force reports that reference threats. Ellis said those reports didn't match the video evidence, specifically pointing to Albany Park on October 12th, where she said agents alleged that a bike was thrown at them. Ellis said it was the agents who threw the bike before arresting those nearby. In Little Village on October 23rd, where video shows Border Patrol Chief Gregory Bovino throwing tear gas, he later said the use of chemicals was justified because he'd been hit by a rock. But the plaintiff's attorneys challenged that, saying Bovino later admitted it didn't occur that way. Ellis took note, saying more tellingly, Bovino admitted that he lied about whether a rock hit him before he deployed tear gas in Little Village. Videos of what happened in Little Village do not match up with the agent's descriptions. As Ellis was issued.
So we're going to just ignore the mobs of fucking people screaming and throwing shit. And you want to talk to me about a bike? You want to talk to me about a one-off incident, 100 incidents. And you want to talk to me about one? You tell this judge I said to go to hell. A judge is not more powerful than a president. We have checks and balances, but you know your place. We didn't elect you to lead our country. We elected him, and he will have my support, period. We cannot let these people this is a takeover. This is an invasion. You've been to Minneapolis lately? Have you been to any of these places? Have you been to Chicago? Have you been to LA? Have you been to New York? There were more illegals. There are more immigrants that voted in the election than Americans. They're setting up beachheads in our country. These are the same globalists that just use the third world, the Middle East and Africa, and to invade Europe. The third world that they control, the globalists control these people. They're doing the same in the United States. They control them. They're funding it. And you think we should you don't understand what's happening because you're not looking at the bigger picture. You're letting people shame you into submission. You have to get yourself together. You got to keep your wits.
During her ruling Thursday, Bovino and agents were spotted out again in Little Village. The judge also took issue with Bovino's marks during a video deposition in which he was asked about an arrest that took place outside the ICE processing center in Broadview.
When you tackled Scott Blackburn, as shown in the video marked for identification as Exhibit 8, that use of force on your part was more than exemplary?
Objective form lacks foundation.
As we talked earlier, that was not a reportable use of force.
Not a use of
placed
force.
him under arrest. I didn't tackle him. I placed him under arrest.
Ellis said in court that the uses of force shocked the conscience and infringed on the plaintiff's constitutional rights. A court victory celebrated by the group that brought the lawsuit.
The government has this narrative that they're putting out in sound bites and on Fox News that, criminality, lawlessness, riots in the street. It's just not true.